Okay, in this episode, I'm going to do another episode on starting a primitive fire. Okay, using tinder. Now, because I'm doing this on a smartphone, I only have one hand available. My other hand is holding the phone, obviously. Okay, well, you want to start off, if you're doing a primitive fire out in the woods or desert or wherever you are, you want to get the small stuff you can. Nice small stuff. You'll find that like under the bushes and things. You know, I just got that from under this bush here. Okay, this stuff here, this real small stuff. Okay, that's all you want. That's all you need. Okay, to start your primitive fire. Because it takes a lot of effort to use a fire starter, one of these ferro rods, and striking it against the a steel blade. I'm gonna cheat a little bit here and use alcohol. You want to use the purest alcohol you can get. This is 91%. Soak it, the balls, cotton balls, and just stick them in there. Okay, and you want to prepare with your next sizes. I go 4, 5 sizes actually. Okay, my next size, after it gets going, I'm going to be putting in stuff like this size as the flame is going, after you've ignited this tinder here. Okay, and then you want to have the next size up, a little bigger stuff. And actually I should have got a little more here, but and then you want to go with your next size up, and you want to have a hatchet, basically, obviously, to split your stuff down. Say this size. It's a good size to put on after that's ignited and that's ignited. Then you're going to be going to your split wood, stuff like that size. And then you can go with your whole logs at that point. Doesn't even need to be split this size. Give you an idea. It's a good size. That's about 3-inch diameter. Pieces like that. And then you can go to bigger stuff. That's in the 4 to 5-inch range, these pieces. And then you can put in bigger logs. And it can be punky. This is punky because it's been on the ground, but it's dried out, so it's good. It'll work fine. Okay, if you're picking up wood off the ground and it's in a rainy area, then obviously you want to leave it out in the sun for a while, a few days, dry it, let it dry out a bit. When you get in your sticks and stuff and tinder, it all depends if it's a rainy area or not. If it's a very rainy season in your area, then you're going to want to be breaking this stuff, the dead branches off of trees before it hits the ground. Because when it hits the ground, then it's going to be, waterlogged, basically. So think about those things too. But I'm out in the desert, and the stuff on the ground, it rains like once a month. So stuff is, even on the ground, it's totally dried out. Okay? So let me just do this really quick. I'm going to soak a couple cotton balls here. Like I say, this is not easy when you're doing one hand type of stuff. Get that alcohol saturated. Get those cotton balls really saturated with the alcohol. Okay. That'll help ignite the fire. It's a cheating technique, but like I say, I'm doing this all on a smartphone. Let's see if this will focus properly. And get out my striker now, my knife and striker, and okay, so it's already lit. That's about it. So now your tinder is gonna start lighting up, and at this point, like I said, that's all I use is striker and a knife, the back of the blade of this knife, and let me cover this up, this alcohol. Okay, so when you got that flame going, established like that, you want to start getting this next size on there while it's still established. You got to be careful. You don't want to smother it. You got to have a little patience here. Okay. Give it a little time to catch on. Okay. Throw a little more on there. There's all my second stage tinder, I would call it. Throw that on there. Okay. Let it catch a little bit. You don't have to wait long. You don't want to walk away. I see people making fires and they tend to light it and they walk away to do something else and then it goes out. You have to be attending your fire. Okay. So we've gone to the second stage, from the tinder to the second stage sticks basically. We're going to be putting on the third stage, which is a little bigger. And like I say, I should have really got more. Okay, look at how that's going right now. Okay. You want to stick with the fire. Okay. Let's go with some bigger stuff. I'm all ready for the bigger stuff. This size, the third stage. Let's get those pieces on there. You want to utilize that flame. It's so important while you have it. You walk away for 5 minutes, you lose that flame, and you have to start all over again. So that's my main point. You can see how fast I'm doing this. Try not to smother your fire. You know, crush your wood basically. Leave plenty of airspace for that fire to get established. Okay. So now, at just a couple of minutes, we got a beautiful fire going already. Now, I'm going to let that ignite for a while, and then I'm going to be going to the fifth stage, which would be this bigger stuff. You know, 5-inch, 3 to 5 inch stuff. Okay, and then eventually you can put logs on there. You can use bark. Bark works great too, as long as it's nice dried out. I'll put a couple pieces of bark on there, like that. These pieces of bark, they'll burn good. Like I say, if they're dried out. And don't wait too long, because really that's almost ready for the bigger stuff, the biggest stuff here, which I'm going to put on now. Put on some of the bigger logs here. So what I'm going to be cooking out is be cooking barbecued pork chops tonight. So getting this fire going and get a nice ember bed. to cook up some barbecue pork chops, which is one of my favorites. That and barbecue chicken. Well, barbecue steak. I like almost anything. You know, if it's meat, I probably will eat it. Okay, another piece on there. Maybe we'll put. Really, probably not going to need any more. So I'm going to leave that off. And this big chunky piece. That's enough. So it's just allowing it to all burn down. You know. Let it all burn down and to a nice ember pile in the fire. And then I put my grill on there. Right on top of that grill. And and then I throw the chops on there to barbecue them. Actually, it's too hot here, and I'm 6 feet away, so I gotta move. Over. Get over here. Get upwind, so to speak. So that's all you need. You know, this stuff is very inexpensive and it'll last a long time, and it really helps from just using a striker by itself and a knife. It could take you 5 minutes of striking to get that ember, the tinder, the little stuff ignited. It can take a while. So like I say, because I only have one hand here holding the camera, and you need 2 hands to start tinder, I cheated and used the cotton balls and the isopropyl alcohol. Okay, I gotta get back even further. Now I'm about almost 20 feet away because it's so hot. That is one hot fire. Don't want to get too close because what happens is my smartphone turns off if it senses too much temperature. So anyway, that's it. Hope I wasn't too boring. Just showing you how to make a primitive fire. You can do it without this alcohol and cotton balls. It just makes it 10 times easier. You're just gonna have to strike that striker a lot of times before you actually get something ignited. You know, get your tinder ignited. So anyway, this is Eagle Eric out in the deserts of Arizona, signing off.